Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Brad Divins along with John Allen. We are experiencing a little technical difficulties right now with our camera, so we're going to go just by audio for now. And, John, this is a team. One moment. Okay, we have someone working on the camera. We'll see if we can get that to work. But right now, John, what do you look? This is the team. This DuBois team went to Washington a couple weeks ago. They defeated the Warhawks, and this is something. This is the team again. I said, you think they can beat them again?
Well, Washington's going to come out very fired up against this DuBois Dream, and I look for the Dream nothing but being fired up. But it's a very emotional start to this game for DuBois because they've been playing for young Shea all season. I think Shea's in attendance here tonight, so a very emotional start. But look for Washington and DuBois both coming up fired up to start this game. So it'll be interesting. These two teams have met 4 times. Every game has been settled by like 5 points or less, except for one. So this is the, I guess you could say, the series game here between these two teams. And with the voice, the voice of the DuBois Dream is Brad Divins.
Thanks again, John. The starting 5 for DuBois: Julius Francis, Lou Payne, Adam Crawford, who was filling in as interim head coach for a while. Dom and Albert Varichello man the guard positions. There's a man for Washington, finds a pass under the hoop. The shot clock went out on Washington there, so now you see Lou Payne advance the ball. He's going from right to left. Dom Varichello hands it off to Albert Varichello. Varichello fakes a shot. He hands it back to Dom. Dom's guarded closely. Dom kicks it down to Francis in the post. Tries the back man down. It's not going to work. Goes for a fadeaway shot, and that's also not going to go as that ball is rebounded by Washington. And they come back. Layup's not going to go for Washington either. Now Lou Payne tries to find. He wants to slow the pace down here. He finds Albert Varichello. Albert Varichello finds Dom. Dom's going to pull up, shoot a 3. And that's going to be good by Dom Varichello. First scoring on the board so far. DuBois up 3-0. 3-2. I didn't see the first basket, excuse me. Score is 3-2 Dream right now, as there's a shot by Washington. That's going to be offline and rebounded by Julius. Albert Varichello shoots a 3 of his own, and that is not going to fall for him. Here's Bryant Osei handing off the ball to Dominic Trawick. So Washington down to our right. Tariq Ghafouri, has the ball. Man, post shot. It's offline, rebounded by Lou Payne for DuBois. Lou Payne advances the ball quickly. He finds Albert Varichello. Varichello kicks it to Francis in the post. Francis tries to back a man down. He gets an easy layup. Julius Francis with his first 2 points of the game. So here's Washington down to our right, trailing by 3 at the moment. A minute and 10 seconds into this game. 2 minutes, 10 seconds, excuse me. And there's a pass inside by Ghafouri. Finished off by Dion Romeo. So Julius Francis shoots a 3. And that almost fall, but it would not. And here's Adam Crawford coming in. His layup would not go either. And he's going to recover the rebound. Quick start by DuBois here. Up by a point. We saw a 3 from Dom Varichello. And a post shot from Julius Francis.
Yeah, you're right, Brad. As DuBois coming right out and getting some transitional game going a little bit in this contest against Washington, and nothing fancy. Everybody's just kind of setting up their shots and trying to get them to go here early in this contest. Just underway.
Again, if anyone has joined us in the past few minutes, we're having video difficulty right now. So we're just going to bring you the game via audio and see if we can figure something out with the video.
And the theme tonight for DuBois Dream, it's all about the kids, and the kids came out, the players' introductions, and nice touch for the game tonight.
Absolutely. Again, it's all about the kids here for DuBois. Lou Payne's inbound pass finds Francis. Francis tries to back a man down on the post. He kicks it out to Adam Crawford. Crawford's shot's not going to go, but Dom got the rebound. It would not go either. So here comes Washington back down to our right. Another layup is going to be offline, rebounded by Francis. There's a pass down low, but it would not connect as Lou Payne tried to find Barrichello. Gafuri, our roster page is out of date for Washington as Adam Crawford is going to foul. And that, the man for Washington is going to get a chance at an and one. Bryant Osei is the one stepping into the line right now. Osei's and one attempt would not go. Rue Moore checking into the game for the first time, finds Julius Francis down low. Francis' shot is not going to go either. And here's Gafuri coming up for Washington. Dribbles around a man, pump fakes a man, but he would not finish his shot, and Julius gets another rebound. So Rue Moore pulls up a shot near the top of the key, and that's going to fall for Rue Moore. Rue Moore, bucket for two is good. And then the other end, Rue Moore tries to defend a shot, and he does and gets a rebound. So Rue Moore finds Dom Barrichello in the corner. Barrichello kicks it out tried to kick it out to Lou Payne, but it was tipped by Gafuri for Washington, and that's going to go out of bounds off of him.
Entering the game for the Dream, number 3, Anthony Jackson, and number 11, Nick Anderson.
Anthony Jackson and Nick Anderson checking in for the first time on the night. Anthony Jackson has been a huge shot in the arm for this offense, as I mentioned a few games ago. Albert Barrichello controls the ball. He kicks it to Rue Moore. Rue Moore finds Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson gives it down to Francis in the post. Francis gives it to Rue Moore under the hoop, and the shot clock is going to go. Capturing audio from the camera? You can unplug it if you have to. I mean, that's... We're just mute whatever the camera is. Mute the desktop audio. Because that one, I can't really test it right now. We're not even streaming.
It says you were streaming. No, this is separate. It's wide open.
Anderson!
Are we good here? I'm just going to keep going. Either way, shot by Washington, 3 offline, almost out of bounds on DuBois, but it was Anthony Jackson there to cause a commotion. And Francis shoots a 3, not going to go. Rebounded by Nick Anderson. He tries to give a no-look pass to Albert Barrichello, and there's a man all alone for Washington. That man, Michael Oblady. So Nick Anderson finds Barrichello. Barrichello to Moore. Moore shoots a 3. It's going to be good by Rue Moore.
4-3!
DuBois up 12-8 right now. 6.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Here's Oblady driving in, and he's going to finish a layup. Last 4 points scored by Oblady. Nick Anderson finds Barrichello, who wanted a quick catch and shoot, and he would not get it. Barrichello and Moore. Julius pulls a fade away, and that's not going to be good either. He's set with himself after that one. So here's Trowick by Washington. His shot for 2 is going to be good. score is all tied up at 12 right now. Jackson to Francis under the hoop. Francis pump fakes, man, it would not fall. Francis tries to work. He's going to get fouled. They're going to call a travel instead. It looked like he got fouled when he went to take the shot.
Number 23, Sam Roselli.
Sam Roselli checking in for the first time for DuBois here.
Immediate timeout. Score, Dream 12, Warhawks 12.
The long trip for Washington players coming in, and sometimes you see they can fire it out or not, but it was back and forth for a little bit, but Washington now getting their legs under them after the trip. They're starting to hit a few baskets, so now countering with the one. We're all tied up just like this, 12-12 after a 9-6 lead by the Dream. So now things are going to start, the paces you're going to see really pick up now. You know, after they get their legs underneath them, as you can start to, feel that with Washington coming here now, immediate timeout. Honorary coach tonight is Cassie Menace for the DuBois Dream.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so they're honoring Cassie for her work for the team all year long with the stats and also with the on-stream line, social media and everything. And she knows their basketball too. She knows it very well. So she's being the honorary head coach tonight.
Very intelligent person. Pleasure to work with too, absolutely. So for DuBois on the floor now. Sam Roselli, Albert Varichello, Jackson, Rue Moore, and Nick Anderson are the 5 out there. DuBois trying to keep Washington around the perimeter. As Ghaffori's going to shoot a 3. It's going to be good for Ghaffori.
Tyreek Ghaffori, 4-3.
Gives Washington a 3-point lead now. Roselli tries to back a man down the post, and his shot is offline, rebounded by Washington. And there's another nice finish by Bryant Osei. DuBois trailing by 5 now.
Yeah, when you get the combination of Blighty and O'Shea for Washington, you got to slow those two down.
Rue Moore's shot is not going to go, but it's going to be out of bounds off of Washington.
That's a break for DuBois.
You got to prevent runs like this. We saw earlier games where they would allow runs and it would put them far behind for the second half. You see Roselli gives it to Moore. Moore drives in with a layup, and that's going to go by Rue Moore. Rue Moore has been very, very active in this game, offense and defense. So now, here's Washington trying to cycle around the perimeter. Sam Roselli guarding Ghaffori here. Ghaffori pulls up a shot. He's going to get his own rebound off the rim. And there's Blighty and gives it to Trawick. Trawick's going to shoot a shot, and that's going to be good also for Trawick.
Trawick, 4-3.
If you're DuBois here, you got to find any points you can have, any points at all. You can't have an empty possession here. As Jackson steps back, shoots it too, and that's going to be good. Anthony Jackson getting his first action on the night. There's Trawick, and he finds Romeo. Romeo finds Osei, excuse me, there's Ghaffori, guarded closely by Nick Anderson. Anderson gives it back to Trawick, and he gets a shot off before the shot clock was drained down, but then rebounded by Jackson. Jackson to Roselli under the hoop, and Roselli's going to finish. Sam Roselli. He has been quite the addition to this DuBois Dream team also. There's a drive into the lane by Washington's Osei, and that was not going to go. Here's Jackson coming back quickly. Jackson's layup is going to go also. Anthony Jackson.
Wow, what a bookend play, coming down with a strong rebound and going coast to coast with a strong play.
Now Jackson's man was Blighty. We'll let him take a shot, and there's going to be a foul under the hoop here.
Now they're going to make O'Shea work it at the foul line. Make him earn it.
That's what you want to do. You can't have any easy baskets here. Ever, really.
So down by 6 and a quick run. Now we're tied up 20 each.
say his first shot
Entering
from
the
the
game
line
for the Dream, number 13, Corey
is
Calais.
good, and Corey Calais checking in for the first time. Nick Anderson's going to take a seat. As I say, it was 2 for 2 from the line, pushing Washington to a 2-point lead. Excuse me. Now here's Varicella trying to find a lane. Might have to look for a passing option. He does find that in Jackson. Jackson gives to Roselli in the post. Roselli gives him Moore. Moore's going to drive in. He's going to be fouled on the way in. On behalf of the DuBois Dream, we'd like to thank Chuck Farrah and the staff of DuBois Area Middle School for hosting our last 2 home games. Also, we'd like to thank the Verichetti family for their generous support and continued encouragement of our organization.
The Fairfield Inn and Suites of DuBois is pleased to support the DuBois Dream basketball team. The Fairfield Inn and Suites is located right at exit 101 and includes breakfast for all guests and has meeting space for up to 30 guests. Please stop in and say hello anytime to the friendly staff.
Lou Moore stepping in for his first of 2 shots at the line. One of 1 so far. His first one is going to be good. As Ruga is 2 of 2 from the line and resets the score here. It's 22-22, 2:50 remaining in this first quarter. Here's Washington cycling around the perimeter again. Gaffori controlling the ball right now. He finds a man that looked to be open. He's going to pull up, take a shot, and that's not going to go. That ball is going to be rebounded by Washington. There's another chance on offense. Roselli gives more of in. He's going to be fouled on the way in. every time that happens. Okay. That's not good. That's for technical difficulties we have going on right now. Trying to figure out what's wrong with our video. Anyway, the Washington Warhawks right now have 29, DuBois Dream 55. Just starting the second quarter here as Joseph Lucic Jozak controls. Varichello finds Anderson. Anderson's going to pull up a shot, and that's not going to fall either. So here's Andrew Farrar, for Washington. He was a big contributor to Washington's win last time they visited DuBois. Here Romeo goes in, and he's going to be able to drop his shot.
Romeo.
Anderson from Varichello right now, down to our left. Varichello calls out commands to his team. And Nick Anderson's going to have look like he wanted a wide open look, and they're going to call a travel on Nick Anderson. This if you have to, because we don't use that most of the time. So if you need to try to get rid of that, go ahead. It'd be this. Just under 11 minutes here at the DuBois Area Middle School. Going to be a foul on Albert Varichello for DuBois here.
Fouls on number 31, Albert Varichello, his first.
Warhawks 31, Dream 24. What?
This should be the camera.
This will be the camera. And the other part needs probably another computer. Ricky Patrick at the line for Washington. This shot's gonna fall. Warhawks 32, Dream 24 right now. 10:45 remaining in this half. Here's Albert Varichello. Looked like he wanted to pull up a three. Gives it out to Joseph Lucic Jozak, who finds Jackson in the corner. Jackson drives in the baseline.
Foul on number 44, Ricky Patrick, his second.
And Joseph Lucic Jozak going to step in the line for an and one opportunity. And Lucic Jozak's opportunity would not go. As Jackson tries to get the putback, it would not go either. So now DuBois, Jackson almost got a steal on Michael O'Blady there. Nick Anderson knocked the ball loose, and they're going to call out of bounds on Nick Anderson. He's the last one to touch it. Washington, 15 seconds to get a shot off here. Nick Anderson almost steals the ball again. That's going to be a foul. It's going to be on Nick Anderson, yes. Dominic Trawick going to the line.
Fouls on number 11, Nick Anderson, his first.
DuBois trailing by 6 before the free throws. As Trawick's first is not going to go, still trailing by 6. Trawick's about to get a second opportunity here at the line. And he goes 0-2 from 0-4-2 from the line. Nick Anderson wants to advance the ball quickly for DuBois. He gives it to Varichello. Varichello pumps the 3. He finds a man, gives it to Kyle Vogt. Kyle Vogt steps back, finds Jackson in the post. Jackson looked like he got hit going up, and they're going to call a foul on Washington now.
Yeah. Jackson has to wonder, what does it take before something, do you lose your hand or your elbow before something gets called?
Jackson's been slapped a few times.
They were really hacking and slacking down there.
Oh, yeah.
But he finally does get the effort rewarded here with a couple of shots at the line.
Jackson looks to give DuBois their first points in a while. His first for the free throw, so the foul is going to go. Jackson's second free throw is going to be good. 2 more points for Anthony Jackson on this evening. So Washington, there's Farrar tries to back down Nick Anderson in the post. He's going to pull up a shot. That's not going to fall. Anthony Jackson picks it up. Momentum going up court. He gets around a man, and that's not going to be good by Anthony Jackson. That would have got the crowd on their feet. And now here's Farrar guarded by Varichello. Farrar's shot is not going to go. It's going to be hit by Nick Anderson and go out of bounds on DuBois.
Re-entering the game for the Dream, number 4, Dom Varichello, number 1, Lou Payne, and number 21, Julius Francis.
3 more boys for the DuBois Dream checking in. Dom Varichello, Julius Francis, and Lou Payne. So DuBois has the Joseph Lucic Jozak and Julius Francis out there on the court right now. 2 very big men that are going to be hard to get around. Excuse me. Farrar inbounds the ball to Dominic Trawick, and Trawick's going to be able to finish. Lou Payne controls the ball now. Varichello blocking foul on Dion Romeo for Washington right now.
Dion Romeo, his first.
Again, we want to apologize, having some technical difficulties with our camera here. The score is the Warhawks 34, the Dream 28. And there's Dom Varichello. He looks to find an open man. He finds Lou Payne. Payne gives it back to Varichello. Varichello shoots a 3. Not gonna fall for Albert Varichello as he smiles that one off. And there's a 3 the other way for Washington. That one is gonna be good.
Michael Oblady.
Michael Oblady on the other end of the court.
They definitely have to answer here, Brad. It's a 9-point deficit.
Francis got his pocket picked, but then Varichello with a very smart play to hit the ball out of bounds off of a Washington defender. Lucic Jozak's going to take a seat. Rue Moore is going to check in. He has been very good in the offensive part of this game.
Our players and staff want to thank Austin Steak and Sea House, where your family
And some great sponsors all season long at Fairfield Inn and Suites of DuBois. Please to support the DuBois Dream basketball squad as the Fairfield Inn and Suites, conveniently located right at exit 101, includes breakfast for all guests and has meeting space for up to 30 guests. Please stop in, say hello anytime to the friendly staff, and if you're traveling in to see DuBois anytime, stop in at Fairfield Inn and Suites. The DuBois Dream team and staff want to give a big shout out to the great team at Everlasting Productions. Everlasting Productions is a full-service production company specializing in video and digital media productions. Call Steve at 814-503-0050 to book your next wedding or special event today. And also the players and staff want to thank Haas's Steak and Sea House, where your family wants to eat, located at 675 Liberty Boulevard, proud sponsors of the DuBois Dream. And if you're in there, say hello to Brad Divens. Brad's in there, one of their special cooks at Haas's Steak and Sea House in DuBois. Well, we're getting ready after the timeout. It's 37-28 as the Washington Warhawks are out in front of the DuBois Dream, as DuBois is trying to cut into that deficit with 8:43 remaining here in the first half. And we're underway again with Albert Varichello inbounding the ball to Dom Varichello. Lead pass to Julius Francis, and Francis double team back to Louis Payne. Payne to Albert Varichello to Rue Moore. Rue Moore drives, can't get the shot off before the shot clock expires, and Washington will have the basketball. So, Brad, are you set and ready to go?
Oh, yeah, I'm back.
I see your hair is turning grayer by the second here, having trouble with and Nolan's doing the best that he can to get that working there. And you, too.
I do believe he has a solution figured out. It'll be a few minutes before we get video to the feed here, but now Washington controls the ball. Nick Anderson's going to have it all alone. Misplays for Washington. That's something DuBois needs to capitalize on, and they did with Nick Anderson there. Now here's Washington's O'Blady's shot. Will not go. Rebounded by Francis. Rue Moore. Dom Varichello right now gives it to Albert Varichello. Albert shoots a three. No good. Rebounded by Francis, though. DuBois going to get another chance. Dom's going to shoot a three. Dom's three will not go either. Rebound also by DuBois, but that would not go. Payne falls down. Gaffori, gets an open look. His shot would not go either. Lots of misses by both teams here. Rue Moore gives it out to Dom Varichello. Lou Payne shoots a three. No good. Lou gets his own rebound. Lou gives it to Francis, who gives it out to Rue Moore. Rue shoots a three. No good again. If your DuBois down by 7, they're going to keep shooting these threes. Gaffori with a nice underhand layup.
That's pretty fast-paced action there.
Yeah, run out of breath over here. A lot to talk about, a lot to cover in this game right now. Tariq Gaffori is at the line for Washington. Washington has a 9-point lead right now, 7 minutes remaining. Gaffori would not convert the and one opportunity. Now here's Albert Varichello. Varichello gives it out to Payne, gives it to Francis. Francis jacks up a three. It's going to be good. He scored up 3 points for Julius Francis. He loves to take those shots.
Yeah, the bank was open.
Yeah, he banked that one in. That's what John saying. Now Francis gets a rebound at the other end. DuBois trailing by 6 here with 6.5 minutes remaining as Rue Moore's layup would not go. Here's Gaffori again for Washington. Gets a one-hand layup. No good. Rebounded by Francis. Lou Payne and Varichello right now. Varichello gets a screen from Rue Moore, but they would not bite. Now Rue Moore drives in, and his layup is going to be good. 2 more points for Rue Moore. He is having a very impressive night, both ends of the court. So here's O'Blady, finds a man in the post. That's Osei. Osei almost got his pocket picked. He's going to have a wide open shot. It's only going to be for 2. O'Blady connects though, 4-2, Osei. I was calling him O'Blady that whole time. Varichello, Rue Moore wanted to drive to the hoop really quick, but he could not. Here's Dom. Dom gives to Lou Payne. Payne's shot not going to be good. Lots of contact under the bucket for both teams here. And now Osei not going to get it. He gets his own rebound, but it's not going to go, and that ball's going to be in DuBois' favor.
Well, that time it was Dom Varichello getting that extra attack of the basketball, and after an offensive rebound, and he was able to get the ball to bounce off the leg of the Washington player, and now another immediate timeout.
Very fast-paced action going on right now. Score Washington 41, the Dream 35. 5 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the half.
Or 5 lines for only $100. Rush in
Looks
today.
like we're going to be another
312,
down-to-the-wire
Thomas
kind of
Scott,
game,
Texas Bonton.
as pretty much
Or
every
call
game that these
814-299-7159
two teams have played has been.
to join cricket.
Yeah, the last time they played, it was a weekend series in Washington, D.C. And to set this game up for the charitable event for the DuBois United Way, both owners and players, Andrew Farrer and also Albert Barrichello, got together, and Washington came up and participated in this game. He said that was the least they could do because they worked things out in Washington just a couple weekends ago, so that was fantastic. Don't forget the game also brought to you in part by the Depot at Doolittle's, and they want to thank the Depot Doolittle's for this fantastic coverage, for their sponsorship all year long. The unique restaurant with 2 dining options: dine-in, restored 1950s diner car, or try fine dining in a vintage 1913 diner car, one of 4 ever made. The menu ever-changing weekly, monthly, seasonally, to make sure you stop back. Come take a ride on the Crazy Train and enjoy your taste of history. Located at 1290 Rich Highway. Proud to be a sponsor of the DuBois Dream Big.
Again, all of our sponsors have contributed to such a successful season that's been put together by Albert Barrichello and this DuBois Dream squad. If you haven't heard your name yet, sponsors, I'm sure you will. We have plenty more to go. And now, Barrichello, just a hair under 5.5 minutes to go left in this half. Rue Moore controls the ball for DuBois, and they're going to say Rue Moore traveled again. Trying to get a jump pass off to Barrichello.
I think that's just that one spot on the court where the travel takes place. It's just that one little spot.
We've seen a few traveling calls tonight, each way. Washington man finds O'Blady. O'Blady's shot not going to go. Another rebound for Francis. Him and Jackson out there again. Jackson gives it to Barrichello. Barrichello finds Jackson. Jackson's going to drive in amongst contention, and his layup is going to be good. Anthony Jackson for 2. Again, high-paced play here by Anthony Jackson. And here's a steal by Rue Moore. Rue Moore's going to go and complete a layup of his own. Rue Moore says, anything you can do, I can do better to Anthony Jackson.
Let's go, Dream! Let's go, Dream! Let's
And now we
go,
hear the
Dream!
crowd being enticed to participate here. There's Farrar who finds him. Patrick on the wing, but his shot's not going to go. DuBois is going to get a chance to tie this game up. Barrichello's going to go for the lead. He's going to not make it. Lou Payne's going to get a rebound, and that's going to fall. This game is tied, 41-41. DuBois has been going on ridiculous runs in this game so far. Wow. Here's Farrar finds Romeo. Romeo shot rebounded by Francis. Francis to Jackson. Jackson here comes up the court again. Tries to fake out a man. He finds Rue Moore. It's going to go out of bounds on Rue Moore.
What a play, though, huh?
Yeah. Jackson really wanted that. He always, of course he always wants what's best for the team. He had something in mind there. So now here's O'Blady controlling the ball for Washington. Before he guarded by Payne. Farrar finds O'Blady again. He gets a screen. Farrar's going to get open look, and Francis went down hard.
Action here. It is 41 all, 3:21 to go. And Farrar just attempted a shot, and Francis came over and he was going to go up to make the block, and just as he realized it was a shoulder fake, then he kind of like, oh no, I'm committed myself, and then he went down. So that's where the concern is amongst our crowd here. A packed house, we might say, at the DuBois area middle school. So there is a lot of concern, and the players are all gathered in a huddle with their minds nothing on but Julius, and they are huddled. And the team doctors and the trainers, everybody is looking. He did go down hard. The 7-footer, Julius Francis. Julius is 8 rebounds in this first half.
So
Julius with also, I have him with 5 points. I probably missed a bucket there, but he has had a lot of participation with the rebounds and also assists. A lot of passing and digging for those loose balls here tonight. So he's very active and mixing the players in and out of the bench and the plays in this contest.
You hear the ovation. Francis gets up off the floor.
That foul was on number 21, Julius Francis, his first.
We'll get word on Francis's condition if it becomes available to us.
And a little towel, little dreamers with their towels, they went over there and helped wipe up the floor. And we're back to action just like that. 3:20 to go in the half, tied up 41.
It's going to be huge. CU ends the half here as Farrar goes for that pump fake again. As Barrichello didn't bite, Farrar gets the ball again. And there's a shot clock violation for Washington. So again, we have some video technical difficulties going on right now. Anyone tuned in, we are having a man look at it. We'll get back to you as soon as possible with the video. As a shot by Rue Moore would not go, Farrar kicks it out. There's O'Blighty drives in. He's going to pull up a shot, and that's not going to go. Rebounded by Lou Payne. Lou Payne comes up quickly. He slows the pace down, gives it to Barrichello. Barrichello jacks up a three. Not going to fall as that ball is rebounded by Washington. Here's Ghaffori. Finds Farrar with a cute behind the back pass as Farrar's shot's going to be good.
That broke a string of 6 consecutive points by the Dream. And, you know, for Washington to get on the score.
Jackson tried to jack up a quick three. That would not go either. So now Washington comes back the other way. DuBois wants to prevent a run. O'Blighty for three, excuse me. Now DuBois has to answer quick here. Well, not quick, they just got to answer. Jackson pass from Barrichello. Going to be a foul on Ricky Patrick.
Fouls on number 44, Ricky Patrick, his third.
So just like that, a 5-0 run by Washington. After I mentioned the point drought by Washington, and they pick up 5 quick
Johnson
points.
Motors and Johnson Subaru, where you'll find great new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Hello to everyone from Cricket Wireless, the proud sponsor of the game for the DuBois Dream all year long. And if you need a free 4G LTE phones, then who wants to save monthly on cellular phone bills? Cricket Wireless comes to DuBois for fulfilling all your needs. Cricket deals starting at $30 a month, 5 lines for only $100. Rush today at 312 Commons Drive next to Bonton, or call 814-299-7159. That's 814-299-7159 to join Cricket. A big thank you to Fat Kid Sports Bar, located at 243 West Long Avenue, serving the best Philly cheesesteaks this side of Philadelphia. Call them today at 371-3355 or 591-1999. Stop in and see their menu of sandwiches, burgers, and other terrific selections. And thank you, Fat Kid Sports Bar, for supporting the DuBois Dream. A lot of halftime festivities coming up. Everybody's excited to hear their name being announced for an opportunity to win a grand. How about a grand coming to win a grand?
I could use that right now.
Did you buy your ticket?
I did not. I was too busy trying to get set up.
Yes.
Lots of stuff going on behind the scenes today. As you see, Rue Moore, and we don't see, again, video difficulties, technical difficulties. Jackson for no reason, but to show what he can do.
Fouls on number 32, Brian Osei, his second.
Foul on Brian Osei as Jackson's going to get chances at the line. We should have video by the second quarter. Jackson's first shot is going to be good. Jackson is going to get another chance at the line, obviously. And he's going to go 2 of 2 that time. DuBois trailing by 3 here. 1:40 seconds remaining. There's Osei going in. That's going to not fall. He's going to get his own rebound. That's not going to go either. Rebounded by Rue Moore, but then Washington recovered. Here's Ghaffori gets a shot up. Ghaffori's shot is not going to go. Rebounded by Washington again. That's going to be a foul on DuBois. Corey Calais. Julius Francis comes back onto the floor. Checked out.
Corey Calais.
Well,
His first.
must be fine.
Yeah.
And that's what DuBois needs. DuBois needs that. Rue Moore's going to get a reach-in foul here. Reaching on O'Blady.
Fouls on number 5, Rue Moore. His third.
You can see O'Blady's going to step to the line. 1:21 remaining. O'Blady's first shot's not going to be good. DuBois trailing by 3 again. O'Blady gets another chance. That one is going to be good. So O'Blady goes 1 2 from the line. Got 1:20 seconds remaining here for DuBois. Trailing by 4. Jackson's shot's not going to be good. Now Jackson almost gets the ball back from Ghaffori. You got to be careful there. Here's O'Blady finds Romeo. Romeo's going to convert the 2 on the layup. There's Jackson coming back the other way. Steps around a few men. He could not put it back either. As DuBois, it's sort of a dry spell on offense here. Rue Moore's going to get a steal for DuBois. There's another break for DuBois. Rue Moore, Corey Calais. Calais' shot is going to be good for 3. DuBois 46. Trailing by 3 as Farrar gets a shot. No good. Rebounded by Calais. Now, Rue Moore wants to play for the final shot of the quarter here, the half. Rue Moore's going to let the clock run down. Gets a screen from Lucius Jozak. He drives in, he goes in. His layup is going to be good. Rue Moore with 4 seconds remaining. Puts DuBois to within 1 here at the half.
Are they resetting the clock?
I believe it's going to add another 0.7 seconds to it. We're at 3.3 right now. I believe I saw the ref motion. He wanted 4 or so on the clock. Maybe we got 4.5 seconds left for Washington to advance this ball. Let's see if there's going to be a half-court shot, and it's not going to go. That was Bryant Osei's shot.
Warhawks 49, Dream
Here
48.
at the half, the Washington Warhawks 49, the DuBois Dream 48.
They do have a halftime activities, a big sponsor for the DuBois Dream tonight, helping out with their fun, we should say, at halftime for lucky fans. 3 lucky fans' names will be called out, and they'll have an opportunity to participate in a halftime shoot for an opportunity to win $1,000 if they can hit from the halftime. But they also have the special activities here at halftime for their the cheer squad that comes out here too, and so they'll for the entertainment at halftime too.
We've got tons of stuff going on here.
Registration begins at the end of April.
Big first half, from both teams. 49-48. That's pretty similar to whenever DuBois beat Washington in DC. I believe DuBois is up 49-48 at the half. So similar scores over the halves.
have some stats to give you as we're running down here. It wasn't too bad. 29-24, Washington leading after one, and DuBois outscores Washington by 4. And that mentions to Brad mentions here at halftime only a 1-point lead. The Washington Warhawks winning by a score of 49-48. To quickly run down the stats, it is Michael Oblidi with 17 points for the Washington Warhawks. He also has 8 rebounds and 3 assists. So he's quietly working on maybe possibility of a triple, but he's definitely on his way to a double-double. 8 points for Brian O'Shea, and also 8 points for Dion Romeo. And for the DuBois Dream, Rue Moore, 15 points in the first half, also with 3 rebounds. And with 10 points, Anthony Jackson chipping in with 5 points each. Julius Francis, and he also has 13 rebounds in the first half, and also helping out in the first half with the DuBois Dream with 5 points is Dom Barrichello. So there you have the top scorers. Rue Moore, 15 points for DuBois with 17. Michael Oblidi with 17 points. And as far as the percentages, 19 out of 50 from the floor for the DuBois, and for Washington, 20 out of 51. From the three-point line, Washington's 4 out of 11, and DuBois is 4 out of 16 on the floor. So our halftime, it is 49-48, Washington leading the DuBois Dream at the DuBois Middle School, the final regular season game for DuBois this season.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute
Okay, back at DuBois Middle School, where the DuBois Dream playing their final regular season game of their inaugural season, 2017. And Albert Verkello has done a phenomenal job day one getting this all organized with DuBois community, and it's just been accepted with open arms for everyone. And it's hard to say that this is the finale of this fantastic run for this inaugural season, but only big dreams, right? Dream big. Hashtag dream big for DuBois. Brad Divins has been calling the games all season long, all the home games, and I had an opportunity to fill in for Brad last week, and I tell you, it was different not having him here beside me, and I felt different, you know, having to talk all the time, you know what I mean? And but it was neat. The guys played real hard, but that Ohio Bootleggers, they're playing the Kentucky Mavericks in a single elimination game playoff tomorrow afternoon, and the Rochester Razor Sharks are playing the Jamestown Jackals in a single elimination playoff game tomorrow afternoon. You can follow the Premier Basketball League playoffs and everything on the Premier Basketball League website. Here we go. Nick Anderson with the ball. Possession. DuBois Dream with Brad Divins the call.
Thanks again, John. So you see Kyle Vogt drive in, give it to Anthony Jackson after he pulls up. Jackson goes under the hoop, and Jackson fakes a man out, and Jackson's going to convert, giving DuBois 50 points. The start of this second quarter, again, having some video technical difficulties here. As Washington's first shot of the half is not going to go. Kyle Vogt guarded closely by a couple Warhawk defenders. Jackson wants to drive, and he's going to fall. He's going to slip on the court. And now Ghaffari for Washington finds Trawick. Trawick's three-pointer is going to be good.
Oh, Trawick, 4-3.
Warhawks 52, Dream 50. A minute into this second half as Jackson's going to get fouled on the way to the hoop. He wishes that one would have fell, but it would not fall.
Falls on number 3. Just kidding.
Anthony Jackson is going to step at the line here. Jackson's first shot at the line is going to bounce around and dribble out. Not going to fall. So Jackson steps in for his second of 2 attempts at the line. That's going to be good by Jackson.
Let's go, Dream! Let's go, Dream! Let's go,
First
Dream!
points of the half. Anderson guards the forward. Gets a screen from Oglady. I would say, excuse me. Andrew Farrar finds Osei. See Nick Anderson controls the ball now for DuBois. Anderson drives in. Anderson's shot is going to be off. Rebounded by Washington. Osei for Washington finds a man in the post. And that man in the post is going to pull up, shoot a jumper offline. Rebounder guarded closely by Kyle Vogt. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's pass to Roselli would not connect as Washington's going to get another way. Alley-oop from Ghaffari to Osei. Jackson finds Verkello. Verkello dials up a 3. No good by Verkello. DuBois trails by 5 in this early part of the second quarter. Here's a shot by Washington. And that three-pointer is going to fall. That's Dominic Trawick again. His second 3 of this half. The start of the second half. Jackson wants to drive in. He's going to lose the ball. Stolen by Trawick. And DuBois is in trouble of allowing Washington to get a run going on here. A man under the hoop for Washington. That's going to be a foul on Kyle Vogt for DuBois.
Foul on number 2, Kyle Vogt, his first.
is going to take a timeout here to quickly settle things down at the start of this second half. Excuse me.
And a quick 10 points here in the second half for the DuBois Dream, trailing now 59-51 to the Washington Warhawks. Big thank you to sponsors Johnson Motors and Johnson Subaru, as you'll find great new and used cars and trucks, SUVs, great service to follow. Support sponsors for their support, the DuBois Dream. Be sure to visit Cookie Creations at the DuBois Mall to get your dream cookie. Looks terrific and tastes great. Thank you, Lori, for supporting the DuBois Dream. Also, thank you to M&M Scotto's Pizzeria. Tony Scotto is proprietor and open till 11 p.m. to save you great pizza to serve you. Stop in at 5522 Schaefer Road, Unit 125 at the DuBois Mall, or call 371-11-15. Thank you for supporting the DuBois Dream.
Request by the bench to be loud, and they're being just that. However, Trawick's first shot is going to fall.
Fans, they want more.
Trawick's going to step in for a second chance at the line here. It goes 2 of 2 from the line from Trawick. And just like that, Washington has a 10-point lead coming out of the half. Barrichello tries to back down Farrar in the post, spins off, and then he gets a nice layup. Barrichello, his first 2 points of this half. Now here's Andrew Farrar. He drives in on Barrichello this time, and that's going to fall also. Again, Washington, 10-point lead. Rue Moore walks the baseline, gives it to Lou Payne, gives it to Jackson. Jackson shoots a mid-range shot. That's going to be good for Anthony Jackson. Now Washington on the other end of the court shoots a 3. That's Trawick again. His 3 would not go for Washington. Jackson comes up quickly, gives it to Moore. Moore walks that baseline again. He's going to step out of bounds.
Back in the game for the Dream, number 21, Julius Francis.
Julius Francis checking back in. Had a little mishap earlier in the game when he tried to block a shot. I'm glad to see he's okay. 8:24 remaining in this third quarter. The Washington Warhawks 63, the DuBois Dream 55. Andrew Farrar controls the ball for Washington, finds Ghaffori. Ghaffori gets around Lou Payne and converts, pushing Washington's lead back to 10 points. Lou Moore's teardrop shot's not going to go. Rebounded by Washington's Trawick. He comes up, finds Farrar. He gives it to Ghaffori. Ghaffori shoots a 3. That's going to be good by Tariq Ghaffori. DuBois trailing by 13 points here. Just a couple minutes into this second half. Now Albert Barrichello looks to find a passing option. He shoots a 3, and that's not going to go. Now here's Ghaffori all alone. Lou Moore tries to get back, but he could not get back in time as Ghaffori finishes for the Warhawks. DuBois trailing by 15 now. Just like that, those are the runs. Like we said, DuBois can't give up. Francis tries to back down 2 men in the post. It's not going to work. Going to be a foul on Ghaffori.
His first.
For Washington.
Julius Francis
is going to step to the line here. Again, before these free throws, we're having some video technical difficulties. If anyone is watching, we apologize for that. Julius Francis' first free throw would not drop. Joseph Lucic, Jozak, and Corey Calais checking in.
Number 13, Corey Calais, and number 55, Joseph Lucic, Jozak.
Julius shoots his second free throw. It's going to bounce around and out also. So DuBois just has to stop the bleeding here, but Washington's going to get a chance to add. DuBois, there's a shot by Washington. The three is not going to go, but it also rebounded, kicked out to Gafuri, out past the three-point line. Here's a shot by Farrar, not going to go. He gets his own rebound. Gafuri shoots a three of his own, and that is also not going to go. Rebounded by Farrar again. He has been all over the place the second half, the start of the second half. So DuBois looks for a stop still on defense here. Shot by Tarwick, he gets his own rebound. And eventually, finally, Julius Francis collects a rebound for DuBois. Barrichello gives it to Lucic Jozak, gives it out to Corey Calais. That's not going to go. Lucic Jozak gets a rebound. And the ball is going to go back over. Oh, excuse me, they call it a jump ball. As Lucic Jozak's going to step in against Bryant Osei. Lucic Jozak has an obvious height advantage, but the jump ball is won by Washington. So here's Farrar for Washington. He drives in on Lucic Jozak, pulls up, takes a shot, and Farrar's shot is going to be good. 72-55 Warhawks here, DuBois area middle school. Moore loses the ball, but it's got by Calais. Calais shoots a three. That's going to be three for Calais.
Defense!
DuBois needs a stop here. Oh, there was a stop by Barrichello. There was a little physical contact there. Barrichello shoots a three. Not going to go. Almost out of bounds on Washington, however. There's a three the other way for Washington. Is just going to be shy of the basket. That was Michael Oblighty. (72-58) in favor of Washington here. 5:11 remaining. We'd like to extend a big DuBois Dream thank you to Carol Foltz, excuse me, sorry Carol, Coldwell Banker Developac Realty for coming on board and supporting the team. Thanks, Carol. Also, there's no party like a lobster party. It's Lobster Fest at Red Lobster. 9 great dinners, 3 brand new lunches to choose from. Make sure you stop in to Red Lobster at DuBois. They're open every day at 11 a.m. Thank you, Lori and Red Lobster, for your continued support of the DuBois Dream.
Also, downtown imprint screen painting. Let's do this again. I'm Nolan and his dad Aaron. Thank you very much for everything you've done for the team this year and around town for your downtown imprint screen printing and embroidery. Family owned and operated since 2001, providing the highest quality products, trusted customer service. Located at 55 West Long Avenue. Call 503-8025 and let Aaron take care of all your printing needs. Thank you for your support of the DuBois Dream.
Thank you, John. About to get back to play here for the Dream and the Warhawks here at DuBois Area Middle School. Nick Anderson gives it out to Barrichello. Barrichello to Lucic Jozak. Lucic Jozak drives in, and that is not going to be good by Lucic Jozak. Now, before he goes the other way, he finds a man under the hoop. That's going to be converted. Bryant Osei was that man for Washington. Barrichello finds Lucic Jozak. Lucic Jozak loses the ball, and it's going to be collected by Gafuri. Another great effort by Gafuri. He finds Farrar on a nice pass, but it would not go. Rebounded by DuBois is Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson and Corey Calais. Calais shoots a three. Would not go. He gets his own rebound, steals it right from Gafuri. And DuBois is going to retain possession of this ball.
Fouls on number 0, Tyreek Gafuri, his second.
74-58 here at the DuBois area middle school. Nick Anderson hands it off to Lucci Jozak. Varichello jacks up a three. That's going to be good by Albert Varichello.
Albert Varichello!
Oh, we talk about those crooked numbers, and Albert's got to line them up now.
Oh yeah, once he hits one, of course he's going to hit another and another. He loves shooting those threes. So Troward backs down a man to our left, and it would not work. The man who tried to back down was Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson always feisty on defense. Varichello wants to shoot a three again, you know it, but he gives it to Francis. Francis to Calais. Calais hands it off to Varichello. Varichello shoots a three, contested, but it's not going to go. Rebounded by Lucci Jozak, and he's going to get the layup.
Lucci Jozak!
And DuBois is coming back. 3.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Trailing only by 11. Michael O'Blighty has the ball. He drives in, kicks it out to Osei. Osei shoots, and that's going to be good. Halting DuBois' potential run. Nick Anderson finds Francis in the post. Francis has traveled.
Re-entering the game for the Dream, number
Anthony
3.
Jackson checking
Anthony
back in
Jackson.
for DuBois here. You see Gafori calling out commands to his team. Here's Gafori again with the ball down to our left. He finds a man in the post. That man is Michael O'Blighty, and O'Blighty's going to convert. He's going to get a chance at an and one.
Rue Moore went into the locker room. He was a little gimpy there. He might have hurt his ankle a little bit, but we don't know. But he's going back to get some probably tape his ankle with the trainer. He's been busy for helping both teams when they got here. This time of the year, you got fingers, wrapped ankles, even on the nose.
Yeah.
For some noses this time of the year. And think of the guys in the playoffs. You know, the PBL playoffs. It's a one and done, and everybody's probably going to be watching that on the stream. The Kentucky Mavericks and Ohio Bootleggers. What's your thoughts on that one, Brad?
Both teams looked very impressive when we saw them, but I just think Kentucky has, obviously they have the storied history of the franchise, and I think Kentucky's going to be able to take it from Ohio. I don't know, do you feel any differently?
I just felt there was something there from Ohio last time they came to see them, but I also saw a Kentucky team too the last time they came to DuBois. So I'm thinking that the rest is going to help Kentucky quite a bit. So it'll be down to the wire, but I think Kentucky. It's been a long season. And down the stretch there, that might have been just how they come out there mentally ready. I think Kentucky might be ready, mentally prepared this time around. It's just who wants it more.
Absolutely. And I'm sure both those teams wanted it.
But Cody, you're looking at Ballard for Ohio and Jackson for Kentucky, and you just can't. Two better players in the league.
Yeah, very impressive players for both teams. Varichello wants to shoot a three, but he could not. He was too contested. Jackson shoots a two, not going to go. Rebounded by Calais. Calais looks to settle it down again. Gives it to Varichello, almost stolen by Ferrara. Varichello shoots a three, no good. Rebounded by Lucci Jozak. He's going to be hit on the way up. Yeah, definitely you want to check out playoffs on the respective teams' stream.
Number 12, Michael
Rue
O'Blighty
Moore
is
comes
first.
back to the bench for DuBois.
Joseph
And they're
Lucci
gonna
Jozak to the line.
probably put him right back into the game because Rue Moore has been a focal point of this offense for DuBois. As Lucci Jozak converts his first
Back in the
attempt
game
at
for
the
the
line.
Dream, number 4, Dom Varichello.
Here, Dom Varichello checking back in for DuBois. Lucci Jozak's second opportunity is going to be good. Lucci Jozak goes 2 of 2 from the line. DuBois trailing by 14 here. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Washington cycles the ball around with a nice passing play to find Farrar under the hoop, but Farrar would not complete the bucket. Now Nick Anderson drives back with intensity, gives to Luci's Jozak. He's going to shoot a three, no good, but rebounded by Nick Anderson, but it went out of bounds on Washington, so DuBois is going to get the ball back here.
What a great hustle, great effort. Nick Anderson going up with the big guys underneath there to fight for that rebound.
That's Nick Anderson to a T. He is all hustle, all work. He knows what it's like. He's been playing in this league now. Well, this is his first year in the league. He's been playing basketball for a long time. And now Varichello finds Jackson down low. Jackson drives in, and Jackson completes it. Under the hoop. Down by 12 is DuBois. Ghaffori loses the ball. Here comes Jackson back alone, and Jackson's layup is going to be good. Anthony Jackson. Anthony Jackson gets hit on a screen as Washington's shot is going to fall. That is Michael Oblighty. Here's Jackson with the ball again. Jackson finds Francis down low. Francis spins around a man and completes the bucket. DuBois trailing by 10 here. 1 minute remaining in this third quarter. You hear the crowd back into this game, trying to will their boys to a victory here. Here's Ghaffori for Washington. He shoots a three of his own, contested by Nick Anderson. That ball is rebounded by Washington. Ghaffori's pass intercepted by Albert Varichello, and here comes Nick Anderson back. Nick Anderson's shot is going to be good, and he's going to get the and one opportunity. And he is pumped. You can just feel the momentum going back to DuBois as we speak.
Foul on number 44, Ricky Patrick, his fourth.
Nick Anderson, his relentless hustle, he is willing DuBois back into this game.
Is that intensity with a capital I?
Absolutely. As Nick Anderson would not complete it, but DuBois gets the rebound. That might be a blessing in disguise for DuBois. Nick Anderson to Julius Francis, who cannot handle the ball. Julius is going to drive in on his own. His layup is not going to go, and he's going to be hit. Julius was hit on his shot attempt.
Number 44,
So the shot by Dom Varichello is not going to count.
Julius Francis to the line.
Julius Francis stepping in. 23 and a half seconds remaining in this third quarter.
You're allowed 6.
Francis' first shot would not fall.
Just like the NBA.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you don't want to give any easy buckets, and then you want to send the big men to the line because traditionally they are not good free throw shooters, just to be frank about it. As Julius goes 0-2 from the line, rebounded by DuBois again. Anthony Jackson tells him, slow down. They want to play for this last shot. Why we don't need the shot clock. There's only 15 seconds remaining in the quarter.
They set there's something about the defensive player they have, the defensive set.
Okay, I couldn't hear that.
I'm imagining.
Just taking your word for it. Here's Anthony Jackson, drives in with 10 seconds left. A little contact, but Jackson is going to complete the layup. DuBois needs a big stop here to finish out this quarter. Osei finds Romeo, and that's going to be blocked by Albert Varichello.
End of the third quarter score.
You could not have asked for a better end of the third quarter for DuBois here. Score is the Warhawks 81, the Dream 75. Dream trailing by 6 here.
Fans, the Dream need you during the fourth quarter. So
Brad, at one time in this game with 5:22 to go in the third, the Dream was down by 18 points, and then they cut back to 13 with 3:04 to go in the third, and then got back by 16 they were down, and now at the final buzzer here at the third quarter, they're down by 6 points. So you're looking for a fantastic finish here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's just a testament to this team's will, their drive. As you heard, they were down 18. Now, only trailing by 6 with 1 quarter to go, 12 minutes.
There's also memorabilia, merchandise, and concessions.
21 points for Anthony Jackson now. He had 10 in the first. He has 11 here in the second half. So 21 for Anthony Jackson for DuBois.
So before the start of this fourth and final quarter, if you need a pick-me-up, stop by your local roastery and cafe, which is Aegis Coffee Roasters and Cafe. 100% Arabica, chemical-free, all-natural, and roasted locally coffee beans. Ask for the DuBois Dream Brew. You'll be happy that you did. Thank you, Ree, and the entire friendly staff at Aegis for your support of the Dream. Also, we'd like to give a thank you to Sunny 106, WDSN FM, at 98.7 on your dial for your support of the DuBois Dream. Tremendous group of sponsors we have here. Those including newer sponsors such as Brady Street Beer Distributor, Paris Cleaners, and Sobel & Collins Law Office. Thank you to all of our sponsors for your support of the Dream. Start of the fourth quarter, Warhawks 81, Dream 75. DuBois came back. They were down 18 points late in that third quarter, and they came back to make it only down by 6. The ref is waiting for people to file out. So Washington's going to get the ball first. That's Trowick. He's been a very impressive contributor on offense tonight. And here's a shot by Blady. He's not going to go. Rebounded by Washington, and there's going to be an and one opportunity.
Fouls on number 3, Anthony Jackson, is first.
Bryant Osei for Washington at the line. Osei's shot is good. DuBois trailing by 9 here. Nick Anderson controls the ball, gives it to Dom Varichello. Albert Varichello gives it back to Dom. Dom shoots a 3, no good. Rebounded by Washington. Here's Trowick again for Washington. Farrar backs down Varichello. No call there. And that ball rebounded by Farrar again. With Nick Anderson, they're going to call a jump ball between Anderson and Farrar. Again, we'd like to apologize. There's no video stream of this game. We had some technical difficulties early on that were not able to be worked out. So hopefully you're enjoying the sound of our voices.
Well, a switch for DuBois. They're in special jerseys here for their season finale for this benefit game for the DuBois United Way.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention that. They're in all black jerseys. They called for a blackout tonight here at DuBois Area Middle School. And it is a nice gesture here by DuBois. There's another foul on DuBois.
This foul's going against Dom Varichello.
Fouls on number 4,
Anthony Jackson went up for the return to sender. But nonetheless, Washington has a chance to extend their lead to 10 points here or more.
And they do just that with the first shot by Romeo at the line.
Well, you can't just inspired, inspirational, and intensity. Nick Anderson really getting the Dream to, and now Anthony Jackson with the rebound on the second shot.
Yep, so DuBois only trailing by 10. Jackson gives it out to Albert Varichello. Varichello shoots a 3. It's going to be good, and he's going to get a chance for an and one. We have a 4-point play opportunity here. Not something you see every day. A 4-point play opportunity for Albert Varichello, as he was knocked down after he let the 3 go. Varichello's shot at the line is going to be good, and there is, like you mentioned, that 4-point play. Nick Anderson with some very close defense here. The ball is loose. Oh, Washington lost the ball. That's going to lead to a wide open three with Nick Anderson being very aggressive on defense, but it does not hurt them, and that's going to go out of bounds on DuBois.
Just can't say enough about Albert Varichello because his defensive pressure forced Obladi to step up on the outside of that perimeter to take that three, and it was short off the mark. But if he probably took that shot, he probably would have had it blocked by Albert Varichello. But you just can't say enough about Albert all season long.
Absolutely. He's one of a kind guy. His Washington shot was offline, off the rim and out. Nick Anderson looks to find a path. He hands it off to Varichello. Varichello kicks it to Francis in the post, excuse me. He spins off a man, but his shot was tipped, it looked like. So now here's Farrar for Washington. Guarded closely by Dom Varichello. Varichello gets screened. Farrar tries to find a man, and he does, and Trawick on the opposite side of the court. Trawick steps around the screen, shoots a three. That's going to be good by Dominic Trawick. Very impressive performance by him tonight. Nick Anderson's going to drive in and get his shot blocked, but it's going to return to DuBois.
Entering the game for the Dream, number 5.
DuBois,
Ruel
Corey
Moore.
Calais,
Number
Rue
13,
Moore, and Joseph
Corey
Lucic
Calais.
Jozak checking in right now.
5, Joseph Lucic Jozak.
DuBois trailing by 9 points with 9:49 left as Varichello inbounds to Jackson. Jackson spins around the man. He's going to get his own rebound after a shot attempt. He wants to go in for more. He gets a shot to go this time. Anthony Jackson. Player of the Week honors a couple weeks ago for his hand in the DuBois defeating the Warhawks last time they went to DC. Here's Osei driving in. Osei is not going to be able to make the shot. And Farrar wants to slow this stuff down for his team. Farrar almost gets his pocket picked by Varichello. And Varichello they're going to get charged. It's going to be a charging foul on Bryant Osei.
They're bringing out the little
Also
guys.
number 32,
Oh, yeah.
Brian Osei. His third.
Albert's all about the kids in the community. He wants them to have anything they want.
Yeah. One of the officials came over and took a little peek to make sure they got it all. He looked down real low when he was standing by Anthony Jackson before he gave him the ball. So, Rumor will bring it up the floor. 88-81, as Brad mentioned.
Rue Moore gets a pass. He's going to go in, and that shot's not going to be good, though. Rue Moore's attempt. There's an attempt the other way for Washington that wouldn't go either. It's going to be DuBois' ball. 88-81.
Fans, this is your last
8:44
chance
remaining
to buy
in
your
the game.
raffles for the jersey, the shorts, and a 50-50 drawing.
We're in for
The drawings
very
will be
close
held
finish
directly
here.
post-game
DuBois
in the
trailing by
gym.
7.
And there will be an
8:44
autograph
remaining.
section by the Dream in the hallway post-game.
DuBois seems to heat up. Both teams are
Need a
about
pick
even
up?
on offense right
Stop by your
now.
local roastery and
DuBois was
cafe.
heating up for a while, and then
Coffee, roasters, and
they
cafe.
slowed down.
100%
Washington was the same
chemical-free,
way.
all-natural, and frozen locally coffee beans. Ask for the DuBois Dream Brew.
Yeah, this is the way they've been able to rotate the players in, get the right mix and matches, and who has stepped up and really sparked the team going along. You probably can almost guess who's going to be out there on the floor when the moment comes for DuBois. But everybody's played extremely well tonight, and some of the players really above, have stuck out more than some of the others. But that's expected sometimes. But you go with the right combinations that work, and this is what it's been all season long. Part of the Dream. Everybody plays as one, and that's why they call it the Dream for DuBois. And that's how it works. But everybody's just having a fantastic time here tonight. The DuBois Middle School, the PBL Premier Basketball League, with everybody's all pumped up and ready to go here in this final 8 minutes and 44 seconds to go. big part, DuBois United Way. I don't know if we mentioned this, the Pittsburgh Steelers are in town here, and it's a part of a big doubleheader. This Pittsburgh Steelers against the DuBois United Way All-Star team.
Yeah, that will be coming at 7 o'clock tonight. Probably a little bit later, depending on when this game ends. As Calais down to our right, gives it to Jackson. Jackson spins around. His shot's going to get blocked. He gets the ball back. He gets it back again, and he's going to finish. Anthony Jackson, all heart right there in that opportunity. Get the ball back twice. As DuBois looks for a stop on defense here. Varichello guarding Farrar. Jackson tries to get the ball from Farrar, and Farrar gives it out to a wide open man, and that's going to be good. Bryant Osei was that man. Anthony Jackson shoots a three. No good. Rebounded by Joseph Lucic-Jozak. And he's going to have to call a timeout.
They were locked elbows. But the thing there, Brad, they just kept going along. Nobody was forcibly moving each other's elbow, and they just kept moving. And for that to take place, I've never seen that. Actually, were locked elbows, but nobody actually was tugging on each other. So really, you couldn't forcibly call foul there because there was nobody stopped there, and they just kept rolling.
Smart call by.
They were thanking Sunny 106, and we have Marissa Rigotti and Brittany Madero sitting over to your left there, Brad, and they're taking in the game.
I'm glad that the supporters of the DuBois Dream come out to see this team. It's a big game, so of course, house looks to be pretty packed. Maybe they have as many people as they could fit in here. That was a very smart call by Lucic-Jozak to call that timeout there before he fell out of bounds. He knows how important possession is as we dwindle down to the final minutes of this game. Get back to the action here. DuBois retains possession in their own end, too. On the floor, DuBois has Varichello, Lucic-Jozak, Calais, Jackson, and Moore. Gonna see if they can cut into this Washington lead anymore as Jackson gives it to Varichello. Varichello shoots a three. No good. Rebounded by Washington. There's Oblighty for Washington. He finds Osei. Osei gives it to Farrar. Farrar gives it to Romeo. Romeo looks for a passing option. Can't find a man right now. Tries to get it. He gets it around Jackson successfully. Here's Oblighty. Stolen by Varichello. Here comes Anthony Jackson back right to the hoop, and they're going to call a foul on Washington.
We have an SRO. Standing room only.
Yeah, there are plenty of fans standing
Number 3, Dom Trawick. His second.
behind the net that Jackson's about to shoot his 2 free throws too. There was a line of fans. Jackson's first is going to fall. DuBois down, trailing by 6 here. 7:23 remaining in the game as Jackson steps in for his second free throw. And Jackson goes 2 of 2 from the line that time. DuBois looks for a stop on defense again here as they trail by 5 with just 7:15 to go. As Washington looks for some passes in their offensive end of the court. And Farrar almost lost the ball, but he kept control of it as there's a nice shot by Trawick over coverage. 2-point shot by Trawick. Jackson kicks it out to Rue Moore. Rue shoots a 3 offline, rebounded by Washington's Farrar. Now Washington, Oblighty drives in, gives it to Farrar. Farrar slows the pace down for his team, asks for a screen from Osei. Trawick controls the ball down in the corner. And he stepped out of bounds, I believe? No? Could not see around the camera. Sorry.
Fouls on number 5, Rue Moore, his fourth.
That's okay.
Rue Moore actually fouled Trowick there.
Because you couldn't
Let's
see,
hear it,
he
fans.
put his
Defense.
hand to his head.
Oh, I didn't even.
Defense.
I could not see that. Thanks, John. Pull up shot. Again, not fall. Jackson comes back the other way. His shot is gonna fall though. Anthony Jackson.
Again, defense.
As DuBois calls on the crowd here for defense. Here's Trowick handing it off to Farrar, guarded by Rue Moore. Rue Moore senses the screen. Very nice presence by Rue Moore, as Rue Moore could not contest that shot by Farrar. And Farrar completes the bucket over Rue Moore. Moore, who looked like he went to Varichello. Varichello shoots a three. No good, rebounded by Washington. And there's going to be a blocking foul on Anthony Jackson.
Fouls on number 3, Anthony Jackson, his second.
And they got the whole crew coming over to wipe up the...
Oh, yeah. Kids are on their way to wipe up
Let's hear
whatever
it for the little
sweat
dribblers of DCG.
Jackson might have left. You heard the little dribblers that are on towel duty. They love doing it. And Farrar has an open layup under the net. DuBois again trailing by 9. They're looking for another one of those runs they went on at the end of that third quarter. Jackson comes in, gives it to Francis. Francis out near the three-point line, tries to give it to Calais, but it goes off his hands into Washington's. And now Washington goes down to our left. O'Blighty gives it to Osei. Osei's shot would not go though.
Yeah, good defense by Varichello. That's Albert Varichello.
Jackson finds Francis, and Francis' shot's going to be blocked, but it's going to go out of bounds on Washington. So DuBois will retain possession here.
17 on the shot clock, but will set up their offense underneath.
They're going to have, like you said, plenty of time. As Jackson inbounds to Varichello. 15 seconds of the shot clock. Jackson wants to drive in again, kicks it out to Varichello. Varichello a three, and it's gonna be good. Albert Varichello.
Let's go, Dream!
DuBois trailing by 6, 4.5 minutes to go. The shot by Washington isn't gonna go. Rebounded by Jackson, and Jackson looks to find some more offense for his team here. He loses the ball out of bounds on DuBois. So Washington controls the ball here again.
Albert Varichello, 14 points, all in the second half.
Good effort to step it up by Varichello. As that shot by O'Blighty would not go, Francis gets the rebound, and now Jackson is going to get a drive to the net again, and his falling down shot would not go. As Nick Anderson tries some nice defense, but it would not work. Lou Payne has some nice defense on the other end of the court, and now DuBois needs to answer here. Varichello is telling his squad to calm it down. Francis to Payne. Payne finds Jackson. Nick Anderson's open on the other end of the court. Does he go there? Jackson loses the ball. He gives it to Anderson. Anderson to Varichello. Varichello a three. And no good by Varichello. You can just hear the crowd whenever a three goes up. They all wait and see if it's going to fall. For Varichello, more often than not, it does. There's a shot by Washington's O'Blighty. No good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson looks to advance the ball up the court quickly. He wants to drive in, but he can't. Here comes Varichello, though. He will. And that's not going to go. Rebounded by Washington. Might have been some contact. Farrar steps up for a 2. That's going to be good by Andrew Farrar, giving Washington an 8-point lead. And we're going to have a timeout.
And a timeout is called. Great sponsors for tonight and all season long. It's Aegis Coffee Roasters and Cafe, 100% Arabica and chemical-free, all-natural and roasted locally coffee beans. And ask for DuBois Dream Brew. You'll be happy you did. Thanks to Ree and the entire friendly staff at Aegis Coffee for your support of the DuBois Dream. And also thanks to Brady Street Beer Distributor, Paris Cleaners, and Sobel and Collins Law Office, supporters of the DuBois Dream, and also to Brad Divins. Brad Divins, and also Nolan Fairman and Aaron Fairman all season long for their tremendous support and help. And in addition to Sunny 106 all season long with Nick Anderson coming on the air and with Marissa Legati in the morning and DuBois Dream for the tickets. And they've been, the team all season have been wearing wristbands with Shea and also a Pray for Shea, and they've been playing dedicated this whole season for Shea and battling rare disease and a form of cancer, I believe, you know what I mean, and they've been doing these fundraisers, and they've been doing this all season long, and also involved in so many community events all season long. You probably heard people in DuBois have read about it, heard about it, and being a part. In fact, tomorrow there's a special event in Sykesville. It's a run walk for someone special, and they're going to be there before it starts signing autographs. I mean, just incredible. And tonight's game is for the DuBois United Way. It's a league game, but they're doing this for the United Way too as well.
Yep, tremendous, very selfless people running this DuBois Dream organization. Selfless, I said. Very generous people in the whole team. The whole team's generous.
Fouls on number 11, Nick Anderson, his second.
Nick Anderson fouled in his defensive end that time. That's going to lead to Dominic Trowick getting 2 attempts at the line, I believe.
They want more, fans.
Trowick's first attempt is going to be good. Trowick goes 2 of 2 from the line. Washington breaking 100 points here. Washington 100, the Dream 90. Here comes Nick Anderson with a layup, and that's going to be blocked by Washington. Some rough contact on Nick Anderson there, but there's no call by the officials. And now Farrar drives in, pulls up, takes a shot. No good, rebounded by Francis. And he's going to spike the ball off of the Warhawk attacker. Maybe a little harder than he had to, but
I don't know.
He wanted to make sure it got out of bounds. We're going to give it to the Warhawks.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say I didn't see what happened then again.
Well, I saw the ball bounce off of a white jersey from Julius, threw the ball off so he wouldn't get called for traveling, and because if he'd moved, then I guess it ended up being a turnover.
And a block by Albert Varichello.
Yeah. Rue Moore was in front. Albert went from behind. And Nick Anderson coming onto the game. Calais going back in. Minute 56 to go.
It's going to be a nail biter down to the wire here at DuBois Area Middle School. Jackson almost steals the ball. Jackson trying to figure out where the ball is against O'Blighty, and O'Blighty drives in. No call, and there's going to be a foul on DuBois, I believe. It's going to be on Corey Calais.
Fouls on number 13, Corey Calais.
Mistakes like that are going to hurt any basketball team, not just this one, but any basketball team. Michael O'Blady is at the line for the Warhawks. His first attempt is good.
Yeah, this is definitely a player you have to watch in this last minute and a half here. You're down to probably about, 4 or 5 possessions, and you have to make at least 3 stops. And you have to really shuffle players in and out each time down the floor to make this work.
O'Blady went 2 of 2 from the line, and Jackson wants to drive in again. He's going to get fouled on the way in.
Fouls on number 32, Bryant Osei. His 4th.
You heard the foul on Bryant Osei.
Anthony Jackson to the line.
Jackson, a very prolific scorer, as you may have heard us mention earlier. Jackson's first shot is not going to go.
Having for 26 points in the game. When you look at an all-team PBL, I put Anthony Jackson in the contention of first or second team.
Oh, yeah.
At least second team for sure. He's right there.
Anthony Jackson has been very impressive since being signed by this Dream around mid-season. And he is just the kind of player you can build a team around. All these guys are players you can build teams around. Here's Trawick. You're going to say Trawick traveled there.
That's one stop. Now
Yeah.
you need to get a point. You got to get some points out of this stop here.
Washington 102, DuBois Dream 91. You're going to need a point. If Jackson goes in. His layup amongst 2 defenders is going to be good.
Let's go, Dream.
Anthony Jackson adding more points on. Anthony Jackson almost steals the ball, as DuBois really needs to steal there. And there's a stop on defense, though, by DuBois. Just what they need. Lou Moore is going to shoot a 3, and it's going to be no good. Rebounded or caught by Roselli. Roselli to Francis. Francis fakes a 3, gives it to Varichello. Varichello sidesteps, shoots a 3, and it's going to be good by Albert Varichello. Wow. That is just what we need, what you need, what the Dream needs. 102-96, the Dream trailing by 6. 58.2 seconds remaining.
And here's where you really got to work. The play clock's in you have that shot clock. So the first time down, you want to see if you can get that shot clock in your possession. Burn it, work it all the way down, or you work it so far down and you go ahead and foul. And you want the clock stop while the points are in. But you want to get a turnover. You want a defensive stop. If you're the DuBois Dream. Of course, if you're the Washington Warhawks, you want to hold on to the ball, work it all the way down to 1 second.
Yeah.
So you've got to make up your mind when you want to foul or when you want to go for that steal. So you don't want this to get too deep into like 30-second mark. You want to do it fast, come up with that steal or a missed shot and force the shot. So I think if you're DuBois, you're going to go put the defensive pressure on right away. Either get the steal or draw the foul. The clock will be stopped if they're at the line shooting the fouls, but then you can get your offense, come down here and get a 3 real quick.
Yep.
Those are precious 6 points and even more precious 58 seconds on the clock.
The Dream have plenty of time to come back in this game. Their defense has been aggressive.
As we mentioned, Brad, the possessions now are fewer at 58 seconds. You're looking maybe 3 possessions. Quality possessions there, so you got to be really without foul. So you got to play this one out pretty smart.
We'll see what the team drew up in the huddle here. It doesn't look like Lou Moore plans on fouling intentionally, as they want to steal the ball, but they could not get it. And now Farrar, and that's going to be a foul on Jackson. Didn't quite look to be intentional, though, like we talked about.
Number 3,
They went for the
his 3rd.
defensive part there.
Fans, give it all you got.
And that's going to be Andrew Farrar at the line. Impressive performance by him tonight. And you hear the crowd trying to will the ball out of the basket. Farrar's first shot will fall, though. Dream down by 7 right now with 48.7 seconds remaining. Farrar gets another shot at the line. That is also good. trailing by 8. Lou Moore tries to find, he gives it to Jackson. Jackson wants to shoot a 3. Jackson's going to drive in. No good. Rebounded by Washington.
That one hurt.
This is where you got to figure something out.
Yeah,
what
you
you're doing on
gotta foul.
defense, yeah. They're not fouling him. And they're just letting Washington bleed down the clock. There are no 8-point plays in basketball, so fouling would have been the best bet. Again, probably about 15 seconds too late, or how much ever time they had. But either way, Dominic Trowick is at the line for Washington. Trowick's first shot is good. 9-point lead.
Entering the game for the Dream, number 24, Adam Crawford.
Adam Crawford served as the interim head coach about half the season for this DuBois Dream team, and he did a wonderful job. He had these guys exactly where he wanted them. Trowick's second shot would not go. Here comes Anthony Jackson up with 17 seconds left. Jackson to Varichello. Varichello wants to drive in. He's gonna.
They're trying to get Adam the ball, Adam Crawford. That's what they were trying. Albert was trying to get Adam Crawford the ball. They wanted Adam to get that basket there at the end.
He suffered, I believe, an ankle injury early on.
That's what they were trying to do, is get Adam underneath there.
Oh, yeah. He is another one of the kind, caring individuals in this team, of this community. 6.9 seconds remaining. The Washington Warhawks 96. The Washington Warhawks 105. The DuBois Dream 96. And you just have to give it up for the Dream. This has been a tremendous inaugural season. Nothing but love and outpouring support from this community. As this is going to be the final game, the final 6.9 seconds. DuBois down by 9 here. Jackson finds Crawford. Crawford's not going to be able to put the bucket up. And eventually he does. Adam Crawford. He shrugs his shoulders and says, I made it.
Final score,
And that's going to be it here at DuBois Area Middle School. The Warhawks 105, the DuBois Dream 98. What do you have to say about this one, John?
Well, I just said nothing but class for the Washington Warhawks, first of all, and with Albert Varichello and also Drew Fourier, because they both were able to get this game to 5 o'clock, first off, with the PBL, and a great job overall, for that, first off. And a nice touch here at the end for Adam Crawford to get this basket at the final buzzer. So, you can't go wrong. And I tell you what, that's what sportsmanship is all about. That's what the PBL is all about, having great, outstanding teams and competitors, throughout the league. And this game here and everything that was able to take place before the game, with the kids coming out, introduced with the players, this will be a memory of their lifetime, and to participate and always remember to go forward in life as well. So, what to think. Just an amazing crowd tonight and their support, and it's all going to the DuBois United way with the league. And it should be a great, fantastic evening after we're done here talking to everybody. But again, there were some issues beyond our control, and who takes care of the things, and great job all season long for Nolan. And Nolan, we really appreciate everything you've done this year, but things happen like that. But Nolan, you're one of the best. Don't ever forget that. So you'll keep going along. So we want to get the stats there. Thanks for the stats, all for us and DAC stats, and of course we'll get. I guess I'll have to buy Brad a new microphone too.
No.
But anyways.
All right, fans, the white ticket.
I would just want to mention here, Brad, real quick, thanks to Rob Morgan, the clock manager, the shot clock, Noah Pentinati, Riley Myers, the book, and the stats, Mark Walker and Blair Polis, Everlasting Productions, Brad Gibbons, Mike Laskevich, also TJ Slowinski, Casey Manis.
2513.
Also, Lenny Prosper with the national anthem. Mike and Grace Marshall, Brad Piper, Jeff Boer, Bob Bolin, and Bill Evans, and security, numerous volunteers, and even the staff at the DuBois Middle School for the last two contests as well, and everyone who has helped out the Dream, and the players, of course, and the coach, and everyone who has helped out, even with the signing of the autographs during the post game and everything throughout the year. We have the final stats, don't we?
David Blankley had the winning ticket.
Yes, we do.
Yep. Yeah, we do.
He will now take the shot.
Your girlfriend win the tickets. Oh, they're taking the shots right now. Can you see?
I don't know who won, but they're out there doing it now.
Oh, some guy with a hat on.
Let's hear it.
Are you going to watch?
I guess I don't have a choice, really.
Stand up. Stand up and watch. Oh, shot is short.
I was about to start commentating on it.
Yeah. I'll have to pick up the mic for you. The $1,000 shot. We'll find out who it is in a moment, huh? Well, we had Michael Oblighty with 24 points for Washington. Also with 21 points, Brian Osei, 23 points, Dominic
The
Trowett,
winning ticket number is
15 points,
6611.
Andrew Farrell, and number 12 points was Tarek Gafori. And for the DuBois Dream, 32 points, Anthony Jackson tonight. 15 points, Albert Barrichello. And 15 points, Rue Moore. Nick Anderson, who really inspired the team with his outstanding play, both sides of the ball tonight. For Nick Anderson, Nick finished up tonight with
Greg Dauber, let's hear it for him.
4 points. He had also 3 rebounds, 4 assists. But it seemed like he had a lot more points than that, didn't it?
Yeah.
On the books, they have him for 4 points, but I thought he had a few more points in the books. But
The
anyway,
winning ticket number is
Julius Francis, 22 rebounds tonight.
Wow.
Anthony Jackson, 32 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists to close out this season. I thought one of a great performance tonight again. But and how about Louis Payne doing the same as he always does all season long for this DuBois Dream? But some of the Washington players signing some autographs too. Some of the players getting their shirts autographed by the Washington Warhawks. How about that?
Yeah, that's
some of the players staying there and signing some autographs.
Tremendous.
Derek Pierce for the shot.
Tremendous.
Last chance.
So, our final game, our final sign-off here. Final score, the Warhawks 105, the Dream 98. But this season was more than scoreboards to this DuBois city. The Dream is a basketball team.
Once again, today's
And
game
they're
ticket is good for
looking
10%
to
off at Dog Cheese.
bring basketball back to this DuBois area. I mean, and I think if my opinion counts, and I'm sure plenty other people feel this way, Albert Barrichello was successful, very successful.
All right, now
Yes,
we
he
have the
is.
winning
And
number for the Game
big
Boy
thanks to
jersey.
Albert, all the team members, and
The winning ticket number.
our best to them too. Is who knows who will be here and who won't be here next year, and we wish them nothing but success. But I know Albert has built a foundation that the players stay with the program. They know that they're building a program for others to come in and also be a part of the team. I'm sure he's received calls and contacts to, hey, I want to be a part of the DuBois Dream, and I know they can. And this is really nice. Some of the kids getting their pictures taken with members of the Washington Warhawks. You can't see that, Brad.
I can't see that, no, but yep.
So, and also members of the DuBois Dream are signing autographs as we're talking right now. But we could say one thing: thank you so much for all the sponsors, and thank you so much for the community members. And a big shout out to Doc G's providing the sponsorship of the $1,000 giveaway here at halftime. So that was very generous of Doc G's to do that, and just to say, hey, I want to do something for the Dream for the end of the season. So people have been so kind, and for Albert and for Dom, and I believe Dr. I forget his first name, their brother, but they were all three standing beside each other out here before at halftime there, and that was such a great thing just to see those three guys standing there and talking a little bit, before the game, and that's what it's all about: friends, family, and having everybody together, seeing the semi-pro basketball. So the final score: the Washington Warhawks 105, and the DuBois Dream at 98. And don't forget, the PBL playoffs start tomorrow afternoon. Kentucky against the Ohio Bootleggers, and the Razor Sharks of Rochester battling the Jamestown Jackals. The voice of the DuBois Dream, Brad Divins.
Thanks again. And for John Allen, for his tremendous support and encouragement this season. Been such an awesome feeling, just having a partner in this broadcasting, and I've had so much fun this year, and I hope they have me back for the next year. Hopefully we can fix some of these technical difficulties. But once again, alongside John Allen, I am Brad Divins. It has been an honor and a privilege to call these games this year. Thanks for listening.